Hi, Beth. Hi, Susan. Hello, world. I am Colette Linner, and I am at the Westhope Presbyterian Church session room with Susan Brooksbank and with Beth Wiley, who are also members of Westhope Presbyterian Church in Saratoga, California. We are here today because it is Moral Monday.
Yes.
Yay. Moral Monday. Beth, tell me a little bit about what Moral Monday is and how are we plugged into it?
Well, Moral Monday is a movement that comes from a group called Repairers of the Breach.
Okay.
And this is a group that is actually started it with Martin Luther King.
Okay.
But it was kind of quiet for a while, and then it was revived. William Barber Bishop, who is and Hannah Broom, I believe, are the heads of Repairers of the Breach. And they started this public witness organization, I guess, of showing up in Washington, D.C. at Black Lives Matter Square every Monday at 5 o'clock and having public witness, and then they pray in public places. So they pray inside the Capitol building and then get arrested actually for doing that. And they called people across the country to show up in solidarity with Moral Mondays in their own contexts. So that's what we're doing here.
Okay.
On the street outside of Westhope.
Yes, along our Saratoga Avenue frontage, right?
Yeah, and we're doing that one Monday a month, second Monday of the month. And the core of the movement is about standing up for the rights of the poor, standing up against war. It's a four-pronged, and I didn't study it correctly, so I can't tell you all.
Yeah,
but it's associated with the Poor People's Campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fabulous.
And I'm going to learn more about how to interweave the two in a class they're offering, so we can kind of expand the context of what we're doing here to blend it and synergize with others.
Fabulous. Thank you for explaining that. And this is going to be our third Moral Monday demonstration. We started these in May of 2026.
Yeah, May Day.
On May Day,
yeah.
Right, which was a No Kings demonstration across the nation. We were so happy to be part of it. We were the Saratoga demonstration.
Yes, and people were so happy to have a place to go.
Right.
They said there's never any place to go demonstrate, and they were really grateful to have a local place to show up and speak their voice.
Exactly. So to our audience, in about 15 minutes, we've invited people to come make some signs, so they may drift in. And if that happens, we'll just work around. Our demonstration starts at 5 o'clock today, right?
Yes.
Because?
Instead of 4?
Yes.
So at 4, there's a teach-in being offered by Repairers of the Breach. They're taking a pause from their public work to make sure we're all on the same page about what this moment is about, and then organize for the next 100 days of action.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to be participating in that teach-in today in this room instead of demonstrating, and then we'll demonstrate from 5 to 6 on Saratoga Avenue. So if you are driving by, please honk at us. That's how we keep score.
Yeah. We got a cement truck last time.
Yes. What? Seriously?
Yeah. It was the big win of the day.
Oh, okay. It really was.
Sorry, I make light, but it was fun.
Good. That's okay. So yes, we are empowered and we are disempowered by our community. And so what we hope to do here with this program is to talk a little bit more about the issues that concern us, that make us want to go out and demonstrate. Right. And to empower ourselves and our friends to get out there and make a difference, to get involved in some way. And we want to show you through this program that it's not hard to do, and that we can have fun doing it, in solidarity. So what I would like to start with now is a little bit better introductions. I said your names, but I want you to talk about your roles at Westhope Presbyterian Church, and then a little bit just the title, of what you're here to talk about today. So I can say this, that I'm very proud that you are both social action deacons of Westhope Presbyterian Church. Our session ordained you, or no, commissioned you to go out and do good in the world and speak on behalf of us in public, to witness to our what is it? To tell us what to do. I don't know. to educate us on why we need to be engaged and what we can do to help.
Yes,
right?
and to show up as a faith-based presence in the civic square.
Yes.
Because it really, there's a lot of faith-based presence in the civic square shouting other things. So it helps to show up.
To be sure.
And, also there's a lot of people that have been hurt by the church, no matter what church that is.
Mm-hmm.
And it does help to show up in solidarity as a representative of the church and offer some healing if that's what they take from it.
Right, so demonstrate that demonstrate your reliability and your trustworthiness and your love of fellow man.
Yes,
and,
the inclusiveness that we're all beloved children of God.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay. So Beth, tell me more about yourself, your roles. Go ahead.
My roles? At Westhope, I'm a ruling elder, meaning I'm serving on session.
Mm-hmm.
And I am the chair, we're co-chairs. Pastor Eric and I are co-chairs of the Social Justice Committee.
Of Westhope.
Of Westhope, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You do a lot of really good stuff that we can't get into right now.
Sure.
Time.
No worries.
But this Moral Monday came out of that, right?
Yeah, we had something going last year called Justice Cafe.
Okay.
And that was a less structured version of a Social Justice Committee meeting.
Okay.
So rather than dealing with budgets and minutes and kind of like an ongoing, good structure, but organized and kind of already full space.
Mm-hmm.
We created a space for people to show up and talk about what they cared about, what they're passionate about, what they're upset about, and then brainstorm what they can do about it and how we can support them and how we can come together to do things. And
so we did the brainstorming and now we're out there.
yes, correct. And
Okay.
here we are.
All right. Now you're also a presbytery volunteer.
That's true.
What's that?
She volunteers with the presbytery as a co-chair of.
I'm co-chair of the Peace and Justice Work Group of the San Jose Presbytery.
Right, and you also were commissioned. You're a commissioner to the General Assembly.
That's right.
Yes. So you represent the Presbytery of San Jose as a ruling elder, our ruling elder commissioner to the General Assembly.
Yeah, for
which
is 2 years.
For 2 years, yes.
Yeah.
So
That
you'll
is
be
so cool.
I guess so.
Yeah. Well, you just came back from the General Assembly
Right.
in Milwaukee.
Yeah, a week ago.
Yes, and so you're full of
Yes,
information about
we're
that.
walking encyclopedia and also catching up on sleep.
Right, right. So hopefully we'll get to talk a little bit about what you've been up to in that regard.
Yeah.
Yesterday through the pieces. Yesterday,
Peace and Justice Work Group.
the Peace and Justice Work Group organized a farm workers reality tour.
Yeah.
And we went to Santa Cruz, a group of 30.
Yeah, 30 people. Yeah.
Went from the Presbytery, a delegation of 30 people went from the Presbytery of San Jose, representing 4 churches, I think, if I counted that correctly.
Okay.
Gathered in Watsonville. And we get to talk about that in a little bit.
Great.
So we got the GA, we've got the Farm Worker Reality Tour, we've got Moral Monday here.
Yeah.
What
else is cooking?
Is there anything else?
Well, we have the Thursdays film. We have film festival kind of.
Yes.
And that segues into your project, because you lead the third Thursdays.
I try to. Yeah.
You try to.
Yes.
Okay, so let's
Well, it
focus
kind of
on.
evolved.
It kind of evolved.
Yeah.
So Susan Brooksbanks, tell me about your role, and then tell me about third Thursdays.
Okay.
And yeah, go ahead.
So Susan Brooksbank.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Brooksbank.
Beth and I became the social action deacons.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is? Social action deacons.
That's the formal title. We might want to
Change
it.
that. I was thinking, 'cause it's SAD. Yeah, we were kind of laughing about that.
Right.
Together, which was really cool that we got to do that together.
Yeah,
my biggest issue, and I've been advocating for Palestinian rights forever, for a really long time, and that's one of my core issues, and that issue plays and touches so many other issues, because the way that the way the United States looks at what happens in the Middle East actually does affect, it circles back and affects us here.
Mhm.
And when you think about ICE and how ICE detains people and how they treat people in the detention centers, a lot of that comes back from how Israelis and the Israeli government treats Palestinians. So they've perfected this style of essentially civic terrorism
Mhm.
perpetrating against Palestinians, and a lot of these agencies that are U.S. agencies are trained by Israeli military.
Mhm.
So it's this feedback loop that comes that continues, and a lot of people don't realize how interwoven Israel is with the United States government. And there's a new at the federal government level, there's a new bill coming out to fund the defense agency, the Defense Department of Defense,
Mhm.
Department of War now, whatever they call it,
Mhm.
and it's to integrate the Israeli military with the U.S. military.
Oh my gosh,
Yes, they want to integrate them.
wow, that's terrifying.
And it is terrifying, because that then becomes, first of all, the United States has security. We have certain security things going on, right? So we have security restrictions. I mean, I used to have a security clearance before when I worked
Mhm.
years ago. I mean, that is critical that you don't
Wow.
share stuff with other. It doesn't matter what country it is.
Right.
And so there are these bills that are constantly,
Oh boy.
so these things affect us, and we don't, it's all under the radar. A lot of this stuff is under the radar.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, you don't hear that in the news.
no, you don't. You don't hear about that in the news. So, where I came in for the films was I have always thought of my role in the organizing and advocacy for Palestine is in education.
Mhm.
And so I've been doing talks for years. I gave the first talk, there's a Democrats for Palestinian Rights,
Mhm.
and I gave the first talk to them. It was a lunch and learn, and I gave the first talk, and it was just a general overview of what's really going on, how do I see what's happening.
Mhm.
So I've been giving talks for years. I've been there many times. I've been in the Middle East many times. The last time I was there was May of 25. I was there May of 25. I was there in February of 24. We were going to try to go this October,
To
but
Palestine.
to Palestine. We were trying to go to Palestine in October, but because of what's going on with Iran and
Mhm.
missiles flying around all over the place, we just didn't think it was safe.
Mhm.
And tourism right now is very, very low.
In Israel.
In Palestine, yeah.
In Palestine.
Yeah. But so getting back to education, and so I used to do this at the other church I used to go to, the other Presbyterian church, which is Sunnyvale.
Mhm.
We would do a film series, and then so that's what made me think I really wanted to start doing them again. And
Mhm.
this is we just have a perfect location. We have a perfect place for it. We have this fantastic team. We have great support staff. We have a really good pastor, and so this is such a welcoming cocoon, if you will, of support for things like this.
Yeah.
So I just started doing films, and
Mhm.
and then it kind of evolved into Third Thursdays, where we could try to do a social justice sort of film once a month.
Mhm.
We're
Or
trying.
so.
We're trying. Summertime is also kind of hard.
So one question.
Mm-hmm.
I think the world is wondering, when's the next one?
The next one I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Summer hiatus?
Kind of, maybe August, but we're also discussing maybe not Thursdays because Thursdays traffic is so bad and
Oh, I see.
We may want to do Saturdays if we can.
Okay.
The one I'd like to do, it's not necessarily about Palestine, but it's called Steal This Story Please. It's about Amy Goodman
Mhm.
and Democracy Now,
Mhm.
and
Oh, wow.
she's all about social justice.
Mhm.
So I'd
So
really like to
something
show
I
that.
have to tell you
Go ahead,
guys.
go ahead.
Yes.
So at the GA, I learned about a Presbyterian organization called Counter Stories Productions. Have you heard that?
No,
No?
no.
This is funded through the Disaster Relief
Oh, okay,
Assistance?
yeah, yeah.
And it is a full-time company that makes documentaries and then distributes them for free
Oh,
and then offers support in terms of speakers for free to
Yeah.
come out. And then actually will help a congregation organize, plan ahead, so that there's actually local advocates on the similar topic at the event.
That's beautiful, because that's
Yeah.
how Susan runs it. She gets an advocate
Yeah, I
to
try to
come
get
in
yes,
and
speakers,
talk
yeah,
after
talk,
the
yes.
show.
Yeah.
Like the-
Okay, so there's a PCUSA resource that our churches can use.
Yeah, Counter Stories Productions.
Counter Stories Productions, they can use it right now, and
Yeah.
they will get support to set up and launch one of their own
Yes.
type of third film
Sort of
series
social
or
justice
social
documentary.
justice.
They have a
Oh,
Wow.
like a library.
A library of films, and the most recent one is on the immigration detention system,
Okay.
which I really want to show here.
Yeah.
And they're eager to get out here and
Oh,
help.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Fantastic.
yeah, isn't that because
Yeah.
we've been kind of inventing the wheel here, you know?
Well,
Mhm.
there's nothing to be ashamed of. We're doing
yeah,
great.
no, but it's so great. It's like, you guys have a wheel?
Yeah, right, exactly. They got a tire.
Right.
How long have the documentaries been going? How long have you been doing this? 2 years?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, because the first year it was maybe once a quarter,
Yeah,
Palestine
yeah.
themed only, and then
Yes.
we brought it to more like every other month-ish this
Yeah.
year with other
Yes.
topics.
And we've
too.
been filling the room in there. We've had 90 people come.
Oh, we've
and-
had over 100.
Yeah.
Well, we showed the Oscar film twice in a row because
That's right.
so many people
No Other
came.
Land?
No Other Land.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many people came to that, and it was kind of sold out. And there's a real hunger for things like that.
Yeah.
And I think there'd be a hunger for the Amy Goodman film, but there's
I can see it.
so many other films. Well, we
Yeah.
just had the film The Voice of Hinderjob,
Right.
and that was very hard.
I
for
have to
people
tell you, I was in the narthex for that show. I could not. go
It's
into
a
the room
hard one, yeah.
because helpless kids.
Yeah, I even knew the story, and there was I knew the basics of the story, but there
Right.
was so much there that I even didn't know. I didn't
Right.
realize that her car was 10 minutes from where the ambulances were.
Oh, no, don't
No,
say that. Okay,
okay.
okay, so for the audience, for the world,
Oh,
let's repeat the name of the film,
The Voice of Hinderjob.
The Voice of Hinderjob, and I'll find a way to put this in notes
Oh, okay.
after our broadcast.
Oh, you didn't want me to say anything about the film?
Well, spoilers. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, people know the story.
Right, and it's
Yes.
painful.
It is painful. It is
Yeah.
painful, but it's important because what it does,
Uh-huh.
it shows the inhumanity, the degree to the inhumanity that happens.
That's normalized.
That's normalized.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And I hope
We are calling it a genocide now.
yes,
We are. So tell me about that.
there was an overture at the General Assembly.
Mm-hmm. And an overture is it's like a bill.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's a petition to say, start doing something, stop doing something, pay for this, don't.
Church-wide, nationwide.
Nationwide, in the
Right.
Presbyterian Church, right? So this was a bill to call, name the genocide in Gaza and Palestine as genocide,
Mhm.
which passed with sailing colors.
Yeah.
Or that's not the right metaphor. It passed
Flying colors.
Flying colors.
yeah, it sailed
yes.
It sailed through.
with flying colors.
Yeah.
Very,
It really felt like a dam was breaking at the General
Mhm.
Assembly on a lot of justice issues.
Mm.
Like they've been iterating year after year and making a little headway, but there's pushback, and then I would say all of the justice, whether it was gender justice, racial justice, justice for Palestine, Christian nationalism, they passed with overwhelming majorities with little to no pushback. And they were worked through in committee, right?
Mhm.
By the time they got to the floor of the General Assembly. the room was ready to say yes.
You know, I mean, years ago, when something would come up about Palestine,
Yeah,
the pushback was massive.
yeah,
It was very, very stiff. And so this shocked me, actually,
yeah.
that it went through so well with so little resistance.
I was so happy. Do you remember
Yes.
the vote?
It was like 400 and how many,
I'm not a
20
numbers
something?
person. Maybe I could become one.
It
But
was,
So if
it
there
was
are
like 425.
about 500 people that were voting.
Yeah,
and 425 to
something
like
to like,
a dozen.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was
that's
just
an
a small
old number. Like,
yeah, it was huge.
Wow.
And all the measures having to do with Palestine passed, you know, including approving, sort of officializing, I guess, the curriculum that was, the report and curriculum that was released last December, Kairos 2, the
Kairos
Kairos
2.
2 report, so that, you know, we can look for that.
Can I talk about that for a
Yes,
second?
please.
I don't know enough about it, but I'm also on the board of Friends of Sabeel North America.
Yes.
And Friends of Sabeel North America is the supporting organization in the United States for Sabeel. And Sabeel is the organization in East Jerusalem that spearheaded Kairos 2.
Okay.
So I actually brought Kairos, the first Kairos. I used to do a little class on Kairos, the first Kairos, but that was done a number of years ago. And basically it's Palestinian Christians, theologians, pastors, and they talk about, it's a document to voice their feelings and to the Christian world to talk about Christian liberation theology and what is needed for liberation and freedom for Palestinians from a Christian perspective.
Sabeel is about liberation
Yes.
theology, isn't it?
It is, yes.
And Kairos 2 is a congregational study guide, is that right?
I think there is a congregational study guide on Kairos
On
2.
Kairos 2,
So
which
Kairos
is the
2 is
document
the document.
of opinions and
And prayer and
Prayer.
an explanation and kind of like a documentation of what the current situation is in Palestine
okay,
from a Christian perspective.
right.
Yeah.
It sounds hopeful.
It's always hopeful. The thing that amazes me to no end is talking to Palestinians and how hopeful they are.
Okay.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
Living under those conditions, how they can be so hopeful. But there's like Reverend Dr. Munther, I think he's Reverend. There's Pastor Munther Isaac.
Are these people here for?
They're here for signs.
Oh, good.
What shall we do?
Let them in. We told the world that. Hello, Kat.
Experimental live stream here. We're gonna start off the reels. Okay.
Right, we're about 5 minutes past when we said we would stop,
Oh,
but we
okay.
started about 15 minutes
minutes
early.
late. Yeah.
So you know what? We're going to run out of time. Are you? So
Well, this is
let's introduce,
Yeah, let's introduce.
our the people who've joined us.
Oh.
And
Are you gonna
no, we're gonna
We're
do
gonna
it
come
this
to you.
way. We're gonna do it this way.
Good.
Hello. So we're here with Pat Hudson and
Gina Wimmer.
Gina Wimmer. Thank you. And welcome to our live stream. And you're here for sign making or just to gather before we start the.
You wanted to make a sign, didn't you?
Okay. Do
Yes.
we have materials?
Yes, I have some, I brought some too. because
They're in the van.
They're in the van. Oh, do you want to go get them?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
enough here.
You might have it up there?
Take a look and see if you can.
Do you want to stop now?
I don't want to stop because I got to call Dave Cortese's
Oh,
office.
right, yes.
Because we have one more thing that we were hoping to do today. And you know what, we're probably going to have to come back to the Farm Workers Reality Tour. Gina,
Would you like it this kind or the kind that's got a big pole on it?
Oh, poles are much better.
so what I want to tell the world is that yesterday afternoon, Beth Wiley and our contingent from the Presbytery of San Jose took part in a farm workers reality tour through the Center for Farm Worker Families. You can't read this, I'm just showing you my flyer so I feel good. The Center for Farm Worker Families hosts these farm workers reality tours on occasion. I think it's a once a month thing. And what we did was we visited an organic farm, and we learned pretty much how difficult it is to run an organic farm in California, to maintain your standards for organic farming, and to be able to afford to do it, for crying out loud. And you're out of frame. Do you want to try to get yourself back in frame? Move the camera.
Oh.
Sit in Susan's lap. That's all right. We're
How's that?
buddies.
Is
We're
that better?
family.
But anyway, we learned about
Yeah,
we
that
learned
was good.
about how NAFTA, which was passed in the 90s, devastated the rural economy in Mexico, and ended up driving market forces, right, invisible hand, driving migrant workers to the United States to look for work on farms.
Quite intentionally by the U.S. government. It wasn't accidental either. I think that's important.
No, I understand this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know,
Oh,
you
but
know.
it's good that you
I
said
want
so.
them to know.
Thank you. we heard some personal testimonials. People described their walk up through Mexico, how they got into the country. They talked about what it was like to work in strawberry fields and in the cane fields, or not cane fields,
Yeah.
berry canes.
That's right.
At Driscoll. We learned that the organic farms are surrounded by the conventional farms that are spraying pesticides.
Yeah.
We learned that the pesticides they're using are banned in 34 countries
Yes.
that are not us.
Yes. And that they travel for 7 miles.
The pesticides that they're spraying on the conventional farms that surround the organic farms drift. And so we don't, that some percentage of that is going to land on the organic berries.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, seriously.
And some
But
of the chemicals they use, even if the measurement in the food you eat is low, the impact on the people that work in the fields
Yes,
is
'cause
devastating.
who are
It's
exposed to
They're
it.
exposed to it.
leukemia, cancer,
Yeah.
learning disabilities,
To be sure. We
all
learned,
through the charts.
right, we learned that 19 schools are built close to these conventional farms. We learned that Santa Cruz County has the second highest rate of pediatric cancer in the state. And that's coincidental, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we learned, I heard a story from a woman who has 4 children, and her 2 youngest are suffering learning disabilities, and she suspects exposure to the pesticides. So what we were asked to do to help the Center for Farm Worker Families is to encourage our state senators to pass, to support AB 1603. This measure passed our assembly, and it's in committee. It's in the Appropriations Committee right now for the Senate, California State Senate.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to do before we go and make our signs and do all our other hoopla,
Our teaching.
is make a call to the state senator's office and ask him to support this measure.
Can we also ask them to not support AB 2664?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. What should I say? So talk quickly about AB 2664, and I will pull up the spiel I was going to write, or that I was going to read for the.
So AB 2664 is a bill that came out of Southern California, I think Los Angeles, because there were some synagogues, I believe, that were promoting buying condos and houses in West Bank settlements.
Oh.
And so they were basically pulling in real estate companies to sell to American citizens to buy real estate in settlements in the West Bank. And so there were people that were protesting that and handing out flyers and saying, do you realize what this is?
Yeah.
And so there are some folks that say, okay, now you can't, what AB 2664 says is that you can't be in front of a house of worship, regardless of whether it's a synagogue, a mosque, or a church, Christian thing. You can't hand out flyers. So you
Of
can't,
any kind?
of any kind, yeah. They're saying it's, like you have to be outside of a certain range, like 100 feet.
It's kind of like freedom of religion. It ties into that, like there should be free to practice without being lobbied.
That's what they say, that's how they use
Okay,
it.
what's really going on?
So what's really going on is that they're doing things like that it's not during a worship service, it's during something else. They're promoting West Bank's people, they're bringing into the synagogues and other places, they're bringing in these real estate companies to sell the housing, the West Bank housing to American citizens.
See, and I kind of fell for the cover line there because I thought, oh, that sounds like a good idea because I didn't track, but that's not right.
So what people had been doing were telling when people were coming in to talk about the real estate, informing them that do you realize that this is a West Bank illegal settlement. This is an illegal settlement that Israel doesn't have the right to sell to you because it's an illegal,
It's not an empty piece of land that they just build a nice condo on.
Correct.
It's not what it is.
Yes. Yeah. So that's how it came about. Is that people were upset that there were other people outside saying, "Do you realize what this is?"
Yeah.
And so it came about because of selling their real estate on the West Bank. And they're framing it. This is the problem with how they frame things, and this is the problem with AB 715. So AB 715 was passed, and Newsom signed it. And what that was a bill to claim for K through 12 to say that you can't talk about anything that's discriminatory in the classroom. Well, what it turned out to be was that you can't use the word Palestine or genocide in the same sentence. You can't even talk about Palestine. And what they did is they set up a special investigatory organization, agency within the state that anybody anonymously can complain about a teacher. They don't even have to have the child in the classroom. And a parent can complain about the teacher, and then the teacher gets investigated and they could lose their jobs. If you say anything about Palestine.
Censoring.
Yes, it's major
education.
Yes.
And sanctioning teachers for doing their job well.
Yes. Yeah,
What's wrong
and
with
that
it?
passed. And I went to a conference about 2 months ago, locally with teachers, and they're worried. They're very worried because they're getting investigated because several teachers were in this conference.
That is so open for abuse.
Yes.
On so many levels.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's already laws on the books, but this one is very targeted to anti-Semitism. And if you say Palestine, automatically you're anti-Semitic. There's also in the books in California anti-BDS laws, and that's been around for quite a while. And I went up to Sacramento at the time.
There's so much bias in our system.
Yeah,
Well,
and
it's fueled by a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, APAC has a strong hand in all of this stuff.
Colette.
Yes,
look
so
ready.
sorry.
I got my, so the line I added, which is kind of an afterthought, but that's okay.
Yeah.
They get to write it down anyway.
Yeah.
I also want to ask the senator to oppose AB 2664 because this bill would inhibit our ability to express ourselves at our own church.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what scares me is that can we protest in front of our own church?
Right.
Oh, wow.
It's
not very clear.
Yeah, it's not clear at all. So, okay, so.
Gina, Pat, you in for this?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit of a different Moral Monday today. We're playing around.
Okay. Yes, hi. Can you repeat your name, please? I didn't hear you.
Hi, Andrew.
Andrew, hi. I'm calling, my name is Colette Linner, and I'm calling from a Moral Monday meeting at Westhope Presbyterian Church in Saratoga. I've got you on live speaker. I have some friends I've got some friends with me, and I'm recording this call. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, thank you very much. As a constituent, I want to congratulate Dave Cortese on his bill SB 1250 to put some safeguards around the use of unmanned vehicles. I also wanted to bring another matter to your attention, or two other matters to your attention. Yesterday, I ate dinner with a farm worker of 19 years who believes that her 2 youngest children suffer learning disabilities because she was exposed to pesticides working in Watsonville strawberry fields while pregnant. I learned from a different field worker earlier in the day that people who apply pesticides to crops have done so while she and her workmates were present. And in her experience, they were not careful about whether drift or even the application, the spray, reached the field workers. I learned that pesticides being used on berry crops in Watsonville are banned in 34 other countries, and that 19 schools are built next to these areas. It affects some 18,000 students. Watsonville is a place where my friends purchased affordable homes to raise their families, and so this is important to me. For the sake of our children and our future, please support AB 1603 to ban the use of PSAF chemicals in California. I also wanted to ask the senator to oppose AB 2664 because the bill would inhibit our ability to express ourselves at our own church. I started off the call by saying that I'm at a Moral Monday meeting, and we're afraid that we wouldn't be able to conduct a protest along our own frontage.
I hear you. That's,
Thank you.
Thank you for your call. I didn't mean to cut you off. Is that what information you'd like to provide to us?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I hear you. Thank you for your comments. I just want to be able to gain clarity on the things that you're supporting and the
Sure.
things that you're opposing and the things that you'd like to congratulate the senator on.
Sure.
You'd like to congratulate the senator on SB 1250.
Yes.
You're concerned about pesticides that are being used in Watsonville, particularly as they concern the example that you provided affecting pregnant women, the effects that it has on children and the students in the area.
Yes.
You further support AB 1603, and then you encourage the senator to oppose AB 2664. Is that correct?
That is correct.
I hear ya. Okay, I will go ahead and note this down for the senator. Have you called our office before by chance?
This is my first call.
It's going very well.
We're gonna do more.
I hear you. For first-time callers, what we do is we do request some information. This is usually information that we use to put into our system to determine whether or not you are a constituent of our district, and you are free to provide as much information as you're comfortable with. Is that okay?
Yes, and I would like to take you off speakerphone to do that. If that's okay.
What's your birthday?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So hold on a second, please. Can you hold for maybe 2 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm going to mute my phone. He's still on the line.
Okay.
Is there anything we want to say to close out our live stream today?
Yeah, I wanted to just mention.
Oh, yes. To the camera.
There's a trip I'm co-leading with my friend Diane Doolin. We're both board members of FOSNA, and we're going to be going to Palestine, a women-to-women trip in April 2027. It'll be April 13th through the 23rd, and we encourage women to join us.
Yes, women only. That sounds fantastic.
It's a women-only trip.
All right. Anything else, Beth?
Maybe tune in second Monday of the month.
Okay, our next one will be in September, right? We'll
But
try
you can
to,
always come here if you want to demonstrate.
for sure. Ladies, do you have anything to say,
No.
parting words? Okay, well, thank you very much. See you at 5.
Yes,
See you at 5. Bye, world.
Bye.